I was so nervous the morning of my Series 7, and this is the kind of coaching we got from my mom. And I said, what if I fail? And she said, oh, please. John F. Kennedy Jr. failed 3 times. The hunk flunked all over the newspaper. Nobody cares about you failing. Okay. And it's so true. I mean, she really taught us not to be significant because nobody really cares. So if you think you sound stupid, lose the significance because you only sound stupid to you. The other person's absorbed in their own stuff. So think about it. They're thinking, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, and you're going, I didn't say the right thing, and there's like this whole 2 conversations going on, and nobody's getting an ID number in Isogenics. Always be closing. So while they're stuck in their story, just say, where do you want the product shipped? And then before you know it, you're signing someone up. And I feel like sometimes we oversell. People are like, it sounds amazing. And then you keep going. They just told you it sounds amazing. Okay, so where do you want the product shipped? What's your credit card number? Is your shipping address the same as your mailing address? Always be closing. The conversation will continue and people will ask questions as you continue to gather the information. Sometimes you really need to steer people. We want to be told what to do. And if you learn to do that and you get really good at that, people feel your confidence. So they may not believe, and it's not really about Isogenics. It's about the belly to belly. It's about the face to face. It's about the confidence. It's about, is this person strong enough for me when I don't believe in myself? So if you're wishy-washy and you're not sure, you're having a hard time right now. So the first thing, and Michael Klaus does it all the time, how do you rate yourself? Do you believe in the products? I think we all do. Do we believe in the company? I think we all do. Do we believe in ourselves? And if you don't, pretend that you do. Faith it till you make it. Just believe that you can. Because you've done something amazing for someone somewhere in your life. You all have. So go back to that place where you were the difference for one other person and keep doing that, practicing that, modeling that over and over and over and over again. And then your team will start to copy you. And it's the perfect system of duplication. That's what we do. It's all duplication. So if you want to keep your team happy, what do you need to do? Yeah, do you believe that? I believe that. I think it's, as much as people like me or like you or like the person that sponsored them, if they can't pay their bills, whether they want to quit or not, someone's going to force them to quit. You're crazy. Stop. Why are you doing this? And it's going to get in their head. So you have an obligation to pay yourself first and then get your team paid. And it's just like, when you get on that airplane and they're saying, if you have small children with you, you need to know how to put your mask on first before you can help other people. So is there anybody in here that believes they can't make money? Or they don't deserve to make money? Okay, good. Because they're in a good place. Because some people are like, I don't feel like I deserve it. I'm like, okay, then you be a bohemian on the beach because I'm going to go make the money. Because I used to didn't have it and I didn't like it. So, and that's what I feel like. People who say it's not all about the money, that's because they always had it. You plus 2, them plus 2. We clear about that from yesterday? Okay. I want to get into verbiage. So if we understand just the concepts, the basic concept, I can really get into how do I sell a president's pack versus the 30-day, et cetera. So do we understand Monday through Sunday, the 2 packs in the same week? Okay, but what if you have an opportunity to do 2 packs, but one's on a Sunday night and one's on a Monday night? What do? Sell it, close it, Sunday night, get it in. Because that person on Monday can change their mind, and then you've just created a habit that's not a good one in the person that was committed. So it's always about urgency. But you're going to go for those PIBs. And the way I had to think about it, because in the beginning I was doing it, double PIBs all the time. And it wasn't a year and a half success in isogenics. My journey was a long one. And one of the things Steve just whispered in my ear is, I should have talked about all the leadership work you did. I look at, even with my previous company, I had almost overnight success. But I would tell my team it wasn't from that. It was all the stuff the years before that I had been willing to work on. The books, the tools. Michael said, Lynn said, I don't know who started. I think, Michael, you started it. Lynn copied you. And then you said, you're a fool if you don't use tools. I think it was you. But I haven't learned to think fast enough to listen to you. I have to learn to think faster. I can say to Holly, what did he say? She's like, wait, I'm trying to get the next sentence. You are a fool if you're not listening to the tools. Because if you miss something, and Michael's so brilliant, and he's so fast, I need to go home and read his books and listen to the CDs to get it, because I miss some of it. I need just little bits. Some people get a lot, can hear it all at one time. So we have all this stuff available to you. So Monday through Sunday, so you need to always be working on yourself. So let me get back. So I was signing up double PIBs, double PIBs, double PIBs. And then it started to stop, and I was doing PIBs. And what I realized is I wasn't doing what Michael said to do, which is always having your two people on your off, know your day off. And on my days that I was working, I wasn't really thinking, okay, I have a good 10 people to go to this week. So I'd get that one PIB, and then I'd be working with my team and handling my life, and I didn't have boundaries, and I didn't have my go-to list people ready. Because I was just slow in getting out the videos, slow in the follow-up, slow in keeping people right, chomping at the bit, and then there was going to be one person ready. So if we continue to follow a system where we're always, whatever days it is for you, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, you're sending out videos, a certain amount. Like you have a schedule, video day, follow-up day, phone call day. And then the next day is a couple of hours team call day. And then you have your time cut out. I have big boundaries between 4 and 7 p.m. And, I know who calls. It's the people who don't have children call me 4:10, 4:30. I'm like, we just got you out. What is it like when you get those kids off the bus? I'm starving. I have so much homework. The bus driver was mean. I can't do a 3-way call at that time. So I know my good times. I know the days that work for me. And when people say, well, I want to copy your schedule, you don't want to follow. Michael, you don't want to follow me around for 2 weeks. It took a long time for me to understand, what's your schedule like? Do you even know? Do you know your crazy times? Do you know your good times? Do you know when you're on fire? What's your best time of the day? When you have an amazing conversation, that's when you call other people. When you just close somebody, that's when everything else gets put aside and you're on a roll and you don't stop. When you're in a funk, how do you get out of it? A bit more specific. So make calls, activity. More specifically, how do you get out of a funk? Call your upline. Yes. And sometimes I can't do that, because I have to, do something else in a half an hour. I make someone else feel really good. That's how I do it. So I'll call one of my team members and just say, oh my gosh, do you know how many cycles you did this week? I'm so proud of you. You're at 3. This is your highest you've ever done. What's going on? And I call people that I know that are going to be excited back, and all of a sudden it changes my state and I'm good to go. And I think if we become servant leaders and you choose that and you're always looking where you could motivate, you can minimize your stuff, guys, because nobody wants to hear your stuff. And please don't ever call somebody else up to complain, ever. You are stealing their money. They could have been on the phone recruiting somebody, sponsoring an ACE, getting somebody healthy on the product, and you just stole their time. So go call your upline if you need to vent, write it in your journal and rip it up, do whatever you need to do. But don't drag people into your stuff. Keep people going to get those too. How do we get our people paid? What do we need to do? It's a mindset. If we continue to encourage each other and raise the bar and create our own chaos in our organization, healthy competition happens. And I think my team does an amazing job of that. They're competitive amongst each other in a healthy way. It's like, I'm not letting so-and-so cycle more than me. I saw that list last week. I'm like, you better hurry up because she's 4 cycles ahead of you. And it's like, we're creating that constantly in such a good way. So that is how you get your people paid. You be the person to motivate the group. You be the person that has the one in-home presentation with one person coming. Don't wait for someone else to create what it is that you want to be a part of. You do it. You do it. It's not up to me to do a meeting. It's up to you to do a meeting. You do it. You're going to mess up. Big deal. No one knows because they're so intimidated sitting there going, can I do this? Well, if she messed up, I guess. It's that whole conversation again. Get out of your head and just start doing it. So where's my friend that I met yesterday in the hall that's a teacher and said, my husband really wants to do it, but I don't know what to do next? Yay! What's your name? Susie. So Susie said, I really, really want this, and I look so good. And she does. She's like this big. I look so good, but I don't know what to say next. 3-way call. So what we want to do is when we meet somebody, say, I have something that could be amazing for you. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Can I have your name and email address? People give email addresses. Or can I shoot you a text? I want to send you some videos. That's all you're doing is you have to be comfortable saying, can I have your email address and phone number? And most people do that. Everybody hands out a business card. That's why we don't. We hand out a CD. So we have to get comfortable in getting information. Guys, I did not have business cards for my first 7 months. I don't get headshots. I have the same headshot. I'm like, I really changed my hair color 3 times. My hair's still jet black. I'm not into all that promo stuff. I know the CDs work, and I know I need their information. They don't need my business card. I need their info. So we have to get really good in getting people's info and following up so we always have the opportunity to get somebody in a 3-way call and have those double PIBs waiting for us. And I really keep a log of how many times it takes for me to connect with somebody before they sign up. Sometimes it's 6 to 10 times before somebody gets in. I call them, they call me back. They tell me they're interested, I send them a video. I follow up with the video, I do a call. I get them on a 3-way call, they're still not sure. I call back again, I follow up again. I don't give up. Most of you are not sponsoring because you're giving up. Because it's too hard after 4 or 5 times and now you became annoying. You're not annoying. They're busy people. Those are the people you want. You want a busy person with a lot on their plate, and you're following up, and it's a whole dance. And no matter how many times we tell the story about Warren Lance and Michael Colgan, and when Lynn first started talking to me about this, there were many, 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 many conversations in a short amount of time. But it wasn't like, okay, I'm ready. And then I'd go home and I'd have to talk it out. It was a huge decision. It was a flight to Arizona. There was a lot for me to consider. If she just dropped the ball and never called me back, I probably wouldn't be here. So why do you guys do that? I've done it. Any of you do that? It's like 2 or 3 times you got them on a 3-way call and you're like, no, they didn't say yes. Did they say no? Okay, Michelle Carabello, she's on live stream. Did she get here yet? They're at the embassy waiting for the shuttle. And I know they're watching. So she said to me, I got my first no. And I said, you did? How did you know? She said, because it sounded like a real no. And I said, what did it sound like? And she said, and he was in another company with us. And she said, he said to me, Michelle, I love you. I respect you. I will never, ever, ever, never do network marketing again. Are you clear? I was like, yeah, I think that's a no. Did you get them on any product? She's like, well, yeah, I'm going to. That's a no. Have any of you heard that? Okay, so that you got to know. That's a no. But I'll call you back. I'll get back to you. Crickets. That's not a no. That's a you didn't get them excited enough. You need to do more work on yourself. Get your energy going. Go change your state, right, Drew? Get on the phone and say, I didn't do a good job because you're ignoring me. And I tell people that. I do say this. Paul, if I call you and send you this video, all I'm going to ask, because my ego gets messed up in this business, is that tomorrow at 2, when you say you're going to pick up the phone, you really, really do. Even if something happens, if you could just shoot me a text or let me know life got in the way or you got busy, because for me, it's going to make our friendship get messed up. I'm going to feel like if I keep calling you and it's 2:15, 2:30, now I'm going to think you think I'm annoying. And it starts like this whole thing in my head. So can we just talk tomorrow at 2, really? I am the most honest person on the planet Earth because I really do feel like, why aren't they talking to me? I don't like it. I have that with my kids. Why do I want that with my business? So, and I work so people listen. I really do, because I go home and I go, you know, guys, you know why I work so much? Because people actually listen when I'm there. They are forced to, I know that. But tell people that if you don't respond, you don't know if you're doing a good job or not. So if, you know, whatever it is, can you at least have the courtesy that they'll honor their commitment to be on that phone at 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 when you call them back the next day. And when you really are strong in that request, people actually listen. They're just not used to being spoken to like that. And you know what it's saying? He's serious. You're building your own confidence to someone else. So they know you are serious about this. This isn't like, you know, if you're free, good. And that's why I say to people, I need your name and number because I need to make an appointment to sit down with you because you need to have all the information to make an educated decision to see if this is right. And that's as far as I go at a party, a barbecue, whatever. I am not chasing somebody around, throwing wet paper towels out the wall to see what sticks so that they can find something. And then we're talking like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And we're trying to think, what is it that will nail this person and get them excited? Nothing. Because they didn't tell you what their needs are. And you haven't created a nice, calm conversation where we're a solution-based company. That means we provide an offer to someone. But when all we do is talk and try to throw out information, this person is already tuned out. They want to be heard. So if you really set this stage where, you know, if we're committed to this time tomorrow at 2, are you going to agree to be on that phone call? And because I'm going to put you on my calendar, and I'm carving that time out. So one way or another, you lock in that appointment, and then it's like this whole dance for like 6 to 10 times before someone really says yes. And then you find out a lot of information. And you don't need to know anything. You could be brand new, signed up today. You don't need to know a thing because you're going to get all the information and you're going to get back to them with the same bold request that they're going to be on the phone when you call back. And you're going to say, I'm going to go get you all the information you need, and I'm going to call my friend Lynn or Michael or Joy or Stephen because they know a little bit more than I do, and I'm going to make sure that they're free to get on the phone with you. So I'm going to do all this work for you, so I'll call you back at 5 to just let you know when we can set that up this week. It's a law of reciprocity. You go do something for someone, they're going to do something back for you, which is actually get on the phone and connect with you or meet you. Does that make sense? Does it? Anybody like it's clicking for you? Do you feel like this has been missing? And you're just throwing out information. You're like, I don't understand why they're just not joining. It's a process. So you have to continue those conversations constantly if you want your double PIBs. Because you are not going to call somebody at 4 o'clock on a Sunday night. You just got in your business builder pack. You're excited, and you're going to call 4 people, and they're going to go, sign me up! Yay! And there's no dance. This has to go on constantly. So it's like the ready call. And then you have that ready call. And that's what I was missing. I got a lot of PIBs over the last couple of months, and there were no double PIBs because I didn't have people ready. I just thought I was going to, call them up and sign them up. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so your double product introductory bonuses. Guys, if you want to really get people, and we did this yesterday, so I want to try to give you as much verbiage as I can. Would you rather me give you the verbiage and how I coach and train, or do you want me to go through the numbers some more? The verbiage. So we're good on this, right? We understand how to do this. So how do I talk about a president's pack? There are all different ways that you could get started, Joy. By the way, how many of you on my team did a president's pack? And I know, how many people are here from my team? Raise your hand. Okay, keep your hands up if you did a president's pack. Yeah, it's being duplicated. So the reason why is we see value in that. I see a tremendous amount of value in getting somebody started the right way. I just believe that. And I tell people that I just believe this is the best way. You don't have to. You can start with a 100 BV order, which is about $140. I just feel I don't want you to mess up. And the last thing that I want for you is to say in 30 days it didn't work. So I know with the President's Pack or a Business Builder Pack, you're getting enough products where you have the entire system working synergistically. And that is how it's designed. It is designed for all these products to complement each other. And, we talked about transparency in the executive team. And Stephen talked about, the passion he has for the doctors in Isogenics. And I love how brutally honest Dr. Paul is when he says, it's not one product. Is product B amazing? Yes. But it's working because you're cleansing and you're on ionics. And because, do we have the best vitamins on the planet? Somebody from another company may argue. I don't know. Maybe we do. I feel amazing. I love them. But could it be that I'm cleansing, that I'm replenishing, that I'm taking product B? Could it be that our system actually works together? I think that's why I feel so good. So I want people to understand the 5 pillars and to get the greatest discount. So you're saving the most amount of money. You're getting your blender for the perfect size shake. You're getting your little curiosity packets or your sample packs if you just want to take something away. You're getting your bars. You're getting everything that you could want and need. An 80-day supply, 80 meals, a 30-day supply, 80 meals delivered to your doorstep up front, and you're going to shop the perimeter of the supermarket. So I'm going to tell you, Dana, most people are going to say, I don't have time and I don't have money. So before you tell me that, because everybody tells me that, and I get it because I've been there, I'm going to save you time and money with a President's Pack because you're going to save time food shopping, and you're going to save money both in your food bill and in your next Isogenics order, because it's not get fit quick. It's being on the products for a lifetime, just like going to the gym. I'm setting up auto ship. You're going to be on the products for a long time. So you're going to ultimately save money next month by doing the President's Pack up front, because you're not going to have buy all these miscellaneous products and pay additional shipping. So we'll do the President's Pack up front, and if I think I'm right in what's about to happen, you're going to want to go to an event at some time in the future. And you get a $50 voucher to save some money on a future event. And most people say, I don't want to do the business. I don't want to. You may not want to, but then you may want to go and get educated because so many other people that you're sharing the products with want some information, and now you're saving $50. So you're saving $104 on the value of the pack. You're getting everything as a system. You're getting extra bars. You're getting stuff to share with your friends. You're saving $104 in value. You're getting $104 extra, you're saving, and you're getting a $50 voucher. And you get free enrollment. And you get a blender. I love the blender. So, and people go, I don't need the blender. I'm like, get the blender. You want it at if you ever share it, you want people to say, look at this. Because you have one doesn't mean everybody else does. Do you think people really argue with me about that? I mean, what is, and because they're going to say time and money. Everybody, I have never yet met someone who said to me, never once in my whole life, I have so much time and so much money, I don't know what to do with myself. Never one time. So I say it right away. I know you're going to tell me you don't have time and money because that's what everybody says. And they just look at me because it's true. So I'm going to save you time and money. And this is the order to do that. We're buying bulk, just like going to Costco. Danielle Russo-Sue's sharing my room with me. The blender's going. I don't know what time it is. It's so dark. She comes in. I just worked out and it snowed outside. And you want blueberries or bananas in your shake? And I'm like, shut up and turn off the lights. It wasn't even the lights. It's a snowstorm. And 2 seconds later, she's on the phone with her team, and I hear her go, you're doing this president's pack, and everything that I say is coming out of her mouth to a T. And I'm going, am I dreaming? Am I talking? Am I having a conversation? Is it her on the phone? And you have to get them on the president's pack. This is why it's a 30-day inside a president's pack. And she's going on and on and on and on. And we've said it so many times that everybody's saying it. It's a perfect system of duplication. So I think she's probably promoting a manager as we're sitting here, because this girl must be shaking about who she's leaving on the table and doesn't get to go. And, they're not going to be on the products and everybody else is going to be healthy but her friend's husband. She was so good this morning. I wish I recorded it. We have to have a camera crew follow us around one day with Danielle with the blender. Okay, so we're going to advance. Where is she? Laura Cohen was in my room too. She had a shake. Advanced to consultant. We want these rank advancement bonuses, guys. If you are not creating urgency in your organization by getting your PIBs, by doing the phone calls, by sharing the President's Pack or the Business Builder Pack, and advancing, you're holding your team back. Because the speed of the leader determines the speed of the team or the pack. I like the pack better because it's all about packs and isogenics. So the speed of the leader determines the speed of the pack. Are you really putting yourself out there? Does anybody, I love the quote, J.B. Shaw, love it. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I lived, and I will hold a torch to pass on to future generations to shine brightly. And I believe that, being thoroughly used up when I die. And that's just being so generous and putting yourself out there and going above and beyond what most people will do. So you can't sit there or anywhere and say, I want what he has, but be unwilling to do what we did to get here. It has been nonstop. There are days when I call Lynn and she's like, I can't even say my name. I'm so tired. I am so done. I'm like, really? You don't want to just do one more call? For me, please. I'm double booked. They didn't cancel. We get like that. It's not every day. It's not every day. And, in like a down moment, I love you guys because we're all East Coast and I could talk like this. And I know there are some people from Hawaii and some other places. But I said, at some point, I'm going to lose it. And I'm going to be old and senile, or something's going to happen. And someone's going to say, you're lucky. And I'm going to go, I am not lucky. I work my bone, myself to the bone. I work my tail off. I never stop. I never say, I don't feel like it, so I'm not going to do it. I say, I don't feel like it, and this is the day I have to do it. It's just like working out. These girls, you see these bodies on these girls? Amazing. You think they're saying, I want to eat salad today and drink my 2 shakes and get to bed at 8:30. I'm sure there are days where they're like, I don't want to do it. And they call their coach and they get what they need and they go, I'm going to get through my hard day. And then they get on stage and everyone goes, I want to look like that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you don't. You're not putting in the effort. So if you truly want to make a certain amount of money, you can. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to risk. You have to lead by example. You have to do what you have not done yet. You have to give up what you have to have what you don't. And for most of us, it's comfortability and it's our ego. But this is how people think I am. And if I do that, they're going to think I'm broke or I'm part of something. Well, then you don't believe in your core the way I believe. I'm in the best industry on the planet. Because I've seen too many people, like my brother, have to get up to an alarm clock on a subway. I've dropped my kids off on daycare and watched them nap on a floor so I could have a day job. There is no other industry for me. There is no other company for me. When people say no to me, it is truly their loss. This is my job. How many of you were hanging out last night? We're working. Right? We're talking. This is it. This is it. It's only hard if you make it hard. So, do we know how to make $820 by building with the President's Pack? We do, right? You plus 2, them plus 2, your double PIBs, your rank advancement bonus, and then your bonuses on your consultants, plus your manager bonus. Do you need me to walk through, or do you want me to keep doing verbiage? Okay, I'm just doing what you want. Okay. U plus 2, servant leader. U plus 2. You need to know this like the back of your hand. If you don't, there's like this good part about the storm. Some of us won't get out of here. We'll help you. If you don't understand this and you don't know how to draw this out and you don't know how to tell someone to do it on the other end of the phone, ask us. This company we all need to say today, I'm going to pick up my oar, I'm going to put it in the water, and I'm going to push us towards a couple of $1 billion, right? We're not going to be the stingy people that don't share the product, right? Did we make that commitment? Let's make that commitment, right? Who's in? I'm sharing the product. I am sharing the product, and I'm getting people to share the product on my team. So it's you plus 2, and it's all those little boxes in your tree. You plus 2, them plus 2. Get to manager. Get that $250 bonus for your group. Make a big deal. Put it on Facebook. Congratulate people. Praise people. Celebrate people. Do we know how to do all the Crystal Manager bonus? How you get it in 30 days? You promote to consultant by finding 2 people. You get your double PIB if it's a President's Pack. It's $80. It turns into $160 if you do 2 in a week. So if you sponsor 2 people and they each do a President's Pack and it's 80 and 80, if it's 2 between Monday and Sunday, it's $160. That's $320 plus your $50 promoting to consultant. It's $370 plus you're getting your $200 when you help your 2 people find their 2, right? We make $100 every time we promote someone to consultant. And then the company, because they weren't giving us enough money, said, we'll just do it if you do it quickly, make money quickly, and we'll give you more money. I love it here, Lynn. When you said, Lisa, all they talk about is urgency and getting paid, I know. I get it. $820. Person just lost, I don't know how many inches. It's their first 30 days. We talked about cycles on top of this. They probably made close to $1,000 in their first month. You think you have a business builder? But they have to be willing to keep putting those conversations in and getting the numbers. So before all of this happens, there's lots and lots and lots of conversation and listening. What do people need? How can I provide the solution? So, I love the Business Builder Pack. Getting started packs you can earn. We just went through all the bonuses. You saw it on the previous slide. If you do the different packs, what the double PIBs are. This is if you lead with a 30-day. Your double PIBs, you get your $50 for promoting. It's a $25 bonus on your 30-day, 2 in 1 week, and you're looking at an additional $100. Crystal Manager, we just went over. I want to go over some verbiage quickly before I wrap up on how to help your 2 people find their 2. So, do we understand this? This is Crystal Manager. If you're leading with this is PIBs with a 30-day or getting started, one of the getting started packs. Okay, so duplicate. You need to know how to explain it. Everybody know how to explain drawing it out? Yes? Does everybody know how to teach it to your team? Okay, do you know how to do it? Okay, so say to your team, I want to practice doing this with you. And that's it. And if you just take the time and practice, you should all pick 2 or 3 people and practice doing it today. If you on the break, that's what I would do. Like, can I just draw it out for you and see if I could show you how to get to manager? Practice drawing it out, and then have your team practice with each other. When you have an event, have everyone just practice drawing out the circles. It's my favorite. Lynn did it at kickoff. It's on YouTube. A, C, M, D, E. Associate, consultant, manager, director, executive. You want to get from associate to executive as fast as you possibly can. As fast as you can. It is a ton of conversations. Here's the deal about network marketing. You're going to work your hardest up front. It's just it creates the momentum. The harder you work in the beginning and the more consistency you have, the easier it gets, because you get to work with other people then, and you're expanding. So you get 5 people or 10 people on one phone call, you start to leverage yourself. So if you haven't really been worn to the bone yet in the beginning, it's a lot harder. And it's hard because you don't have in your gut the ability to say, I've made $2,000 in a month. The only way you could do that is by working your tail off in the beginning, creating some momentum, starting to build a team. And here's the good news. You could restart again. So we took a hit after Hurricane Sandy. Danielle was like this morning with the blender, the berries, the banana, the snowstorm. She's like, this is a walk in the park after Sandy. Because her team washed out. Their houses washed out to shore. They're gone. Surf shops, gone. So, you have this ID number. You got to work it now for the rainy day. Because the rainy day comes. And when it comes, you need an army of people working when you're not. So if you're healthy and strong today, I'd be on the phone working my tail off because I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So when I don't feel like it, I do it anyway. Because at least if I don't feel like it, it's a day that I can work. Because I don't know when news is going to hit that takes me out of the game for any length of time. So you guys have to work when you're your strongest. And that's now. That is now. It is not the circumstance. Whatever your circumstance, it is not your circumstance that's holding you back. It is your reaction to your circumstance that's holding you back. So I would like to close with the video that Eric did, You +2, Them +2. So you all know to show this to your team and then start the conversation that we're going to do a training. And I would like for all of you, even if it's a team of 1, or if you're here by yourself and you haven't sponsored anyone yet, to get with some other people and host your own training call on what we just went over this morning on how to get your people paid. Even your product users, just say, you know what, I know you love the product, and since you love the product, can you do me a favor? Can you just listen to how you make money and tell me if I sound good? You tell them, they're like, wait, tell me that again? I know you don't want to do it, but because you love the product and you like me, will you just help me? I just need to practice on how people make money and show them the plan. So can we watch Eric's video?
Hey, what's going on? Eric Coover here. Hey, what's going on? Eric Coover here. So, how would you like to get your Isagenix products paid for and even earn some really big money? Well, Isagenix makes it easy to do both. It's called U plus 2, them plus 2. And here's how it works. Step 1, enroll in Isagenix. Step 2, find 2 friends who enroll with a qualifying program. That's called U plus 2. You'll earn between $150 and $370 just for enrolling 2. Step 3, now those 2 friends find 2 people who enroll in Isagenix. That's called them plus 2. And you can earn an additional $200. But this next step is key. Step 4, repeat U plus 2, them plus 2 for the next 30 days and watch your business grow. Now, if you want to make even more money, then just do it again and again. It's really that simple. U plus 2, them plus 2 is easy to understand and easy to duplicate. And the best part of all is the more you do it, the bigger your bonuses get. So this is just the beginning to earning money in your journey to financial freedom. Now to learn more, visit isagenixbusiness.com.
So, for those of you at home, join us this afternoon. We're going to have an incredible panel of speakers. It's Holly, Lynn, me, Michael, Kathy, and Ellen. We're going to answer all of your questions. And we're going to now bring back Luscious Lips Chris.